Hello everyone! This video is about the stalling exploit that recently got plenty of attention. I have wanted to make this video for about 3 months now, but I haven't yet since I didn't want to spread the exploit, but of course it was just a matter of time before this exploit spread like a wildfire through the community. And the purpose of this video is to give some more insight about the exploit and to further increase the pressure on Niantic to fix their game. So firstly, the origin of the exploit. It was discovered in the end of May by a Swedish friend of mine, and this was 15 weeks ago. And back then he experimented a lot, and I also helped him figuring out some properties of the exploit. And then he got in contact with Though Technical and admins in Go Stadium, and they together reached out to Niantic. So Niantic has been aware of this issue for around 14 weeks. Let me repeat that. Niantic has known that there is a game-breaking exploit in PvP for more than 3 months, and they haven't done a single thing to fix it. That just shows how little they care about PvP and how incompetent they are when they prioritize releasing a bunch of new stickers over fixing their game that has been an absolute dumpster fire for years. Moving on, what are the mechanics of the exploit? It works on both Android and iOS, but they are slightly different. When performing a charge move, you have to disrupt the connection to the game at the right moment, and then the game will be paused there for an additional 10 seconds. On both Android and iOS, you can back out to the app overview and wait there before going back into the game. On both types of devices, you can also exit back to the home screen, and that will work in the same way. On iOS, however, you can just pull up the menu from below, which will have the same effect, and it's enough to just pull up the menu a little bit, but that does not work with the menu on Android. You can do it both on your own charge moves and your opponent's charge, but the important thing is to time it right, and you have to do it before the name of the charge move is displayed on the screen. If you do it for more than 8 seconds on your own charge move, your attack will only deal 1 damage as if it was shielded, no matter if your opponent shielded it or not, and you will miss some fast moves. So just under 8 seconds is optimal. One very interesting thing is that if you use a shield on your opponent's charge move, but then use the exploit and let the 10 seconds run out, your shield won't get used. So this is actually a way in which you can take back your shield in case you change your mind or misclick on it. Practically speaking, this exploit has 4 uses. It can stall out the switch timer, which often can be game-changing. It can stall out the game timer in case you want to time out your opponent. You can change your mind if you use a shield by mistake. And lastly, if you want to deal exactly 1 damage with your charge move, like an extreme undercharge, you can do so instead of just hitting no bubbles, which still would deal 25% of maximum damage. Many other content creators have made videos about this, which I think is great. My hope is that this gets so much attention that Niantic closes down GBL and fix their game for real. Because all in all, the biggest problem in PvP is not this stall exploit, but it's still the inconsistent fast moves, which has been around for 15 months now without a fix. So in my opinion, this is the perfect time for Niantic to close down GBL and fix their game, since there are 2 major bugs at the moment. This type of lag that is happening during the exploit often occurs in the end of a battle, and I'm sure you've noticed a few times when you're in a winning position and you just fire off your last charge move and the game freezes for like 10 seconds before using the move, and that is essentially the same bug, but it's not intentional by your opponent, because what's happening is that they've already either closed their game or just resigned at the exact moment you used your charge. Rise to the Occasion made a video about the potential fix to this exploit, but I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. That fix does not work at all. And I love Rise, and I want to address this since I'm sure that Rise can take some constructive feedback, even though I might sound harsh now. That solution presented in the video is straight up misinformation. But Rise at least added a pinned comment, which is good, saying that it won't work all the time. That is, however, still misleading, since it gives the vibe that it sometimes is an actual solution when it's not. It will never work. But technically, he's correct, since something that never works, of course, also won't work all the time. Finally, please don't start accusing everyone you face of cheating just because there is some lag here and there. Obviously, there is going to be a big uprise in the usage of this glitch now when more than just a handful of players in the entire world knows about it, but remember that this is entirely Niantic's fault. Hopefully I gave you some more insight on the topic now, except if you work at Niantic of course, cause then you have already been knowing everything I said in this video for the past 3 months and you haven't done a single freaking thing about it. Like, come on, how ignorant can you be about the issues in PvP? Sorry for the rant and thanks for watching!